Okay guys, I'm back with part 2, and as you can see, I dumped out what sand didn't stick, and I mean, this stuck down pretty well. It's not all completely on there, but I'm going to try a different technique. I hope this works. I hope. Because this is supposed to dry clear, so I'm going to use some Art Basics Soft Matte Gel, and I'm going to try to mix it with the sand and see if I can get a thicker. Well, now, if I can get anything to cooperate with me, that would be amazing. Come on, little buddy, you can do it. Okay, hang out over there for just a second. I'm going to try to take a glob of this and scoop out some sand. Hopefully I don't get any little shells in there. And I'm just going to mix the two and see if I can get, because I want a thicker coat, I guess, is what I'm after, of sand. So I know this is supposed to dry clear, and the sand's going to make it really, really thick. Hopefully I'll get what I'm looking for, because my last technique was not it. It worked, don't get me wrong, it did work, it's just not as thick as I wanted it to be. So I'm going to test this out, and we'll see how we get from there. Now, I think this one I can dry with my heat tool. I think I want to add just a tad more sand in there. Not any of these little shells, because I want the shells to go on top. Oh boy. Keep getting the little shells involved. So, again, hoping, fingers crossed, that this is going to work the way I have it planned in my head. Which planning in my head could be dangerous. Alright, I like the consistency of that. Oh, I just hit my mouse. Okay, good, we're still recording. And now, let's try this. So I'm just going to scrape that on there. Because I wanted it to be really, really thick. That's kind of what I was after. Ooh, sounds like nails on a chalkboard, doesn't it? Sorry, guys. It's very, very gritty. Let's put some of this up here just a little bit. I think my goal is to not be able to see that bend down here. I want it just filled with sand. So I think that's pretty much what I'm after. This looks like I need a little bit more paste and a little more sand to fulfill what I'm after. So let me clean off my little palette knife here. And I am so sorry, that is really tough on the ears. Okay, so let me wipe this off. Oh, I really hope this is going to work. Grab a little bit more. I don't need as much as I did last time. That's good. It'll give me a little more wiggle room. Okay, and then add some of this sand. I don't want any of the shell pieces in there. Not yet. Not yet. just want the sand. Come on, little guy, cooperate. I don't want to puncture a hole in this bag either. That would be horrible. A little more there, and let's start mixing that. Get that to thicken up a little bit. Pretty sure I'll be able to add a little more sand to it. So I'm making it kind of thick. So it's pretty thick by the time I start smearing it onto there. So I don't see how that big old glob is white? I'm trying to make it all sand color, so that's how I know how much sand to put in. So we've been asked that before. Okay, I'm gonna throw more sand. It's still a little too liquidy for my taste. Get out of there, little guy. I forgot just how many little shells my kids picked up, so I may not use that other napkin. Oh, and there's one. Get out of there. Not ready for you yet. Not yet. I like it when I can control the sand this way versus when you're on the beach and it's just everywhere. Might have to add a tad bit more modeling paste. I may have added too much sand. It's a balance, really. Well, maybe not. May have squeezed in just enough. Oh, and there goes my phone, of course. Because it hasn't gone off this entire time, I swear. Let's get my little shell out of there. Come out, little buddy. Not ready for you yet. The entire time I was waiting for the other stuff to dry, my phone did not go off. Although I did have to make a phone call, but it wasn't an interruption. Okay, so let's slap this guy on there. Yeah, it seems a little bit thicker than my last consistency, which is okay. Hope it still holds just as well. We'll find out. And I think for good measure, I'm just going to add a little bit more of the paste. Just because I'm a little nervous that it's too gritty and that it's not going to hold. So hang out for just a second. Take this off. Just a drop. And it looks a little more fluidy. Took out too much of the fluid. I need it to still be able to move. That's why I really hope this works. Oh yeah, much easier to smooth on there. Still just as noisy. Sorry, guys. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna hold my picture down too. Score tape gonna cut it? I have no idea. I'm really liking how thick I can control this in the center here. The edges are a little more sensitive. That's alright. If we use all of this, just Get a nice little beach theme here. Stick some right here in the center. I'm just gonna drag it up a little bit onto my napkin. So hopefully it cooperates with me. I hope you guys are seeing all this okay. So I'm just going to take my extra little bits here and kind of make it look like it's going into the water. So that's what I'm hoping for. Alright, come on little buddies. We got a little bit left. Cooperate. Might as well use it all since I've mixed it all, right? Right. A little more on this side. Down here. Just gonna try to even it out just a little bit. This side over here. And I don't want to fix the jaggedy edges of the sand and how it's laying, because I think it makes it look more natural that way. I do kind of want to try to fill in this little gap right here, though. It's kind of bugging me. Come on, little buddy, you can do it. Right there. There we go. Okay, I'm cool with that. I like it. Right now I'm just kind of, like I said, flattening it out, trying to make it even so it's all the way across. I don't want to fix the jagged edges up here like that. Now hopefully, fingers crossed, that is just going to stick and stay. If that sticks to stay, I'm golden. If that made any sense at all. Sticks to stay. I don't know if that was, I don't think that was proper grammar in the slightest bit. It's alright. Okay. So I'm gonna, a couple little pieces up here. Okay. Whoa, buddy. Whoa. I'm going to attempt to clean this off to the best of my ability. Should probably spray it with a little bit of water and use a paper towel. And spray bottle is there. That's one thing I love about these craft mats, man. Might get a little tough sometimes, but pretty easy to clean. Okay. Let me just spray a little bit of water in here and attempt to clean all the grit off my palette knife. If not, it'll be there for the next project. Trying to let it air dry just a little bit on its own before I get in there with the heat tool. I'm wondering if I shouldn't touch it with the heat tool though. I really wish I was doing this live so you guys could answer me. Okay, so let me close this guy up. You can already tell this is like my new favorite attach everything with medium. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to order some more of that. I can't remember where I ordered it from. That might be a good start. Remember where you got it from. I don't remember. I have such a bad memory. Memory always fails me. Okay, so I'm going to leave that there for just a moment. This is the picture that I want on here, which has sand all over it now. I think I'm going to chop it down. I need a paper trimmer to do that. What did I do with my paper trimmer? 'Tis the question. There it is. No, there it's not. There it is. Just kidding. I actually put it away. I'm so impressed with me. Sometimes, just sometimes, I amaze myself. Okay, I want to get the lady outside looking on the beach off the photo. And the person laying down on the beach off the photo. I'm going to debate if I want to round these corners or if I want to leave them where they are. And I think I want to set it like in between the palm trees and on the sand is my goal. That's where I want it to end up. So if you can see that. My question is how do I stick this down without damaging it? You know what? I might take some, what is that called? Cardboard. Oh, geez Louise, the words escape me. Cardboard and put it on the back and then pop it up so it's over the sand. I might end up doing that. That might be a good idea. I'm going to test the heat tool. I'm going to do a little spot. I'm going to warm up for a minute. I can tell you right now that sand's not moving, which is awesome because my last concern with using the glue and seal is that it was sitting on top of it, not mixed in with it. So mixing it in was definitely a better plan. Lesson learned there. I don't see it like bubbling up or anything, so that's also good. I said I was going to do a little section and I'm warming up the whole thing, so it feels like it's dry on top already, but it's still very wet underneath, which is still okay, because I can still work with it. Oh my gosh, this is turning out so cool. Okay, matte gel medium. Definitely need to remember that, because I have a lot of beach projects that I plan on doing with hubbies in my photos from when we went to Hawaii. I also have a bag from Hawaii that I would like to add. The thing I like about it is it's not tacky. Like the Mod Podge. The Mod Podge is still tacky because it's not done, obviously, but I think I can still work with this even though it's wet underneath, if that makes sense. Oh, that's going to be so cool. Oh, yay, I'm so excited about that. Okay, so I kind of want to round them because it's round, but I like the idea of it being different, being a square. Does that make sense? Once I round it, it's over. It's over. I can't take it back. I think I'm going to leave it squared. That's what I'm going with. And I'm going to just use some random little bits that I have sitting over here that are just sitting here to sit here. And some score tape. It's not going to puff it up too much, but it'll puff it up enough. Can never find the ends on these things. Okay. So just throw some of this down. And I have about 15 minutes left before my daughter gets home, so enough time to play just a little bit. I hope. There's really never enough time to play. Okay, peel these guys off. Maybe I didn't burnish them down, so that's not very helpful. Stick that in the center there. Take this bad boy, do the same thing. Okay. On top of that, and then I'll just take these and cut them up just a little bit. They're not perfect, that's fine. Whoops. There's that. And that. Scoot this out the way just a little bit. So a little more wiggle room. Those two are the same size. Should probably layer these guys first because they're bigger. That one. Yay! And I've used some scraps on my table. I'm so proud of me. I am on a roll. I was about to go into my cardboard stash when I realized these were sitting here already. Might as well use them. Wait, wait, wait. Stay there, little buddy. Okay, so let's use these guys first. I'm just going to lay them down like that. And on this side. Just try to lay them down in different ways just so that way, because I'm only after the picture to pop up. I don't care what it looks like underneath, really. I just want it to be able to pop up from the where it's at. And then, is that going to give me enough? Oh yeah, that's plenty. Okay. Now comes the test. I'm going to put gobs and gobs of score tape on this guy. And I'm going to hope that it'll get sticky with the Mod Podge and it'll stay. That it'll cooperate with me. Oh, no, don't do it. Don't do it. It's getting suctioned down to my craft mat here. Okay, so there's that. Okay, and then I'm going to stick this guy right here. Push that down. If I hold it up, it doesn't fall off. We're good. Okay. And then I have this guy right here that I would like to stick in the sand as well. Which I'm hoping with it still being somewhat wet, it'll work. And if not, I'll just re-glue it. Bam. Right? Right. Okay, I don't need the Disney on there. Just need this guy. And I just want all that to lay down in the background. Which works out beautifully. Okay. Don't need the Disney sticker. I'll definitely use these on my photos. Maybe, if I can get it off my finger. The little starfish there, little sand pieces are falling off over here. Let's put that guy there, and let's put this guy right here. Okay. Peel off that little Disney sticker. Throw the two little granules of sand away. take this guy, put the rest of my acetate pieces. Maybe reach that far. Okay, there we go. Let's get rid of all this stuff. Trash can out. Bam. Easy peasy. Okay, so that's done. And then, so this is what I wanted down here. That was it for sure. I want a seagull. Now, the story behind the seagulls, because my poor Alyssa does not find them funny at all. She doesn't think they're humorous, my little stories behind the seagulls. When she went to... Where do I want to put him? I kind of wanted him up here, but I don't think he's going to work. So make him flying away from the photo. And again, I'm hoping that the sticky is sticky enough. It feels pretty decent. Worst comes to worst, I just got to replace the sticky. So the story behind the seagulls, that my daughter loves to hate them, is that she went to the San Diego Zoo with her grandparents a few years back. I want to say she was like 7 or 8 years old when she went. And they were trying to explain to her that if you're going to eat a burger, you got to eat fast because seagulls will come steal your food. Now, Alyssa is a very, very slow eater. And sure enough, she got like 2 bites into her hamburger, and a seagull came in and scared the bejabbers out of her and just swooped off with it. And it was the funniest facial expression I've ever seen on a photo in my entire life, which I'll have to ask her grandmother if I can have a copy of it. Actually, I think she made her a scrapbook album that needs to be fixed. The binding kind of fell apart, so I'll have to fix that for her. But it was... She hates seagulls now. She's like, I'll look at them, but I won't get close to them, and they kind of freak me out. And I'm like, okay. Well, when we were on the beach, there were seagulls everywhere, just chilling, walking around. And she's like, okay, are we done yet? Are we done yet? Are we done yet? Are we getting out of here? I want to get out of here. I'm done. So took a couple of snapshots, and then we left the beach. And she's like, okay, I feel better. So I have to add the seagulls in specifically for this one here, because that was just so funny. Totally freaked out. Was like, I don't want to do this. I want to debate if I want to add any pearls. Might as well add some pearls, because I know that I'm going to be adding shells. So I'll add a pearl over here, and a cute little pearl up here, because I can, because why not? And I'm going to leave those for, because I'm still scrapbooking our beach photos. But I really wanted to get those guys in here. And then there's these, which I'll save. And I probably won't use any of these either, because I have the real. I might use those birds though. I have the seagulls in there. Those are similar to the seagull. I think I'll just throw maybe one on there. Because there were, I mean, when I tell you that there were a ton, they were everywhere. Oh no, that one ripped. I had a feeling that was going to happen. Come on, little buddy. It's okay, he'll still stick. Again, if he doesn't stick, I'll just re-glue it. No big deal. She's going to be so mad when she sees these seagulls. Really, Mom? Really? That's going to be the response I get. Did you have to add those birds in? Okay, I love how this is turning out so far. So my last step is to add some of the shells, but I don't know if I can do that just yet. Because like I said, it's still really, still feels pretty wet. It's still moving a little bit underneath. I think what I've done so far is pushed my luck. So I'm going to stop there, and then I'll probably glue, as you can see, I've got some seashells in there. I'm going to glue some on the bottom here, and then I'll do a final, this is what it looks like. So I hope you guys like it so far. There's my kiddos at Venice Beach. And that's that, and we're just going to hang it. So, yeah, that wasn't too bad, right? About an hour, hour and a half, somewhere in there. I did good. Okay. So, like I said, I'll be back. I'm going to let this sit probably overnight, and I'll probably glue stuff down tomorrow, and then I'll show you guys on Monday. So I will see you guys soon. Hope you guys have an amazing weekend, and yeah, should be back on Monday. I don't know what I'm doing. I'll figure something out. All right, see you guys then. Bye.